I am in Amarillo, Texas, a panhandle city on Route 66 famed for its weird roadside attractions along with its excellent and oversized food. In this video, I'm gonna eat at two very different but still amazing landmark restaurants. But first, since I am here in Amarillo, I gotta make a mandatory stop at the Cadillac Ranch. Gonna head through the gate here and walk out to see the Cadillacs. Cadillac Ranch is undoubtedly among the most iconic roadside attractions in the entire USA, and it's located just off the original Route 66. However, it was created after the route's heyday in 1974, made by San Francisco hippie artists, and funded by the eccentric local billionaire Stanley Marsh III. As you can see, there are 10 antique Cadillacs buried nose down at a 45-degree angle in this open field. It's been a roadside fixture here for over 45 years. And at this point, the Cadillacs are basically composed of paint. But they are still here. Visitors can come out and graffiti all over these classic Cadillacs. I won't be doing any graffiti today because I forgot my spray paint. There's plenty of political messaging here at Cadillac Ranch during this tense time. Yeah, remember that no littering sign? It looks like a lot of people have not been following that rule. It is quite messy at the moment. There are lots of empty paint cans lying around. Man, I love Cadillac Ranch. Whenever you're driving by Amarillo, it's somewhat of an obligatory stop for roadies. Now it's time to hit the road and get some food. And by some food, I mean a lot of food. Passing by the Second Amendment Cowboy. I showed him in this place off in my original Cadillac Ranch video. I'll link that in the description. Alright, I have driven into Amarillo and found this along an original stretch of Route 66, the Beef Burger Barrel. This is amazing. The barrel is believed to have been built in 1937, so it's over 80 years old. It was originally built as an A&W root beer barrel building, part of a chain of A&W barrel-shaped structures across the country. I'm pretty sure all of them have closed as A&Ws, though I do believe there are a few survivor barrels like this one. The barrel was moved from its original location to this spot in 1952. Being named the Beef Burger Barrel, you never guessed it, but they do have beef burgers. But there's also some other options. It's also not terribly expensive. One could get 4 quarter-pound burgers for just $13. Nowadays, you still just walk up to the barrel and place your order. And here is my beef burger fresh out of the barrel. And I have to admit, it was fantastic, as well as those tater tots. So, the Beef Burger Barrel is a severely underrated gem of a restaurant. Despite its simplicity, this to me is top tier, and I will definitely be returning. That being said, the barrel has some serious competition being in Amarillo since the city is home to my all-time favorite restaurant, the Big Texan Steak Ranch. And that's where we're headed for dinner. I have landed at the Big Texan Steak Ranch, a famed eatery near Old Route 66 and right alongside dastardly I-40 on the east side of Amarillo. There's the classic Big Texan Cowboy sign. At the base of the sign, I noticed this deteriorating antique wagon. Here's Big Tex Rex, the Route 66 legend, and he's a giant green dinosaur dressed as a cowboy. There are a bunch of ranch cattle brands embedded in the sidewalk. I really like these Longhorn limousines parked out front. That is riding in style. Apparently it's a free limo service. Not exactly sure how that works. Before getting food, I'm gonna check into my hotel for the night. The Big Texan Motel located right next door to the Steak Ranch. I stayed here the last time I visited. It's pretty nice and you can get a conveniently located room for a reasonable price. The motel has Wild West facades, so clearly there's some great theming at this motel. As of December 2020, Texas has a mask mandate again. This is the lobby of the motel, basic but nice. And here is my Texas cowboy themed room. This is pretty awesome. Gotta barge through saloon doors to get to the toilet. Due to the ravaging COVID-19 pandemic, I'm just gonna order my food from the Big Texan online and bring it back to my room next door. Looks like you can get a 72-ounce steak dinner for $216. This is not the challenge, I guess this is just a meal to share with tons of people. From the balcony of the motel, there's a good view of the Big Texan Steak Ranch. This motel continues the Texas theming with a Texas-shaped swimming pool. The smell from the little Big Texan dog park there is very distinct. It smells very bad here, like dog poop or perhaps cow poop. Alright, I've ordered my food, so now I'm gonna head into the glorious Big Texan Steak Ranch. While I'm taking my food back to the room, I can't help but take a look inside. It is crazy in there. That's a nice touch how they put a Christmas wreath on the fiberglass cow's tail. The original Big Texan opened on Route 66 in 1960, not all too far from the Beef Burger Barrel. But when the interstate redirected Route 66 traffic during the 60s, the barrel stayed, but the Big Texan moved to this location. And since then, it has become quite an elaborate restaurant and business, among the most popular in the state and even the country. They have all sorts of stuff inside. The dining hall is that way. The best part about this place is the abundance of great theming. Between these old mannequins, there's a humongous taxidermy grizzly bear. And this is an antiquated wax mannequin of a Mexican. That bison head has a wreath of Christmas bells for a necklace. The Big Texan is world famous for its 72-ounce steak challenge, where contenders attempt to consume a gargantuan 72-ounce slab of beef along with other food items on display here. If they eat all of that in 1 hour, they win. Otherwise it costs $72, and you'll feel like crap regardless. Looks like there's been some winners recently, and I'm definitely not doing this. At least not today. Here's Zoltar.
Your fortune is mine for the telling, and yours for the hearing. Come let Zoltar tell you more. Come see it too, no?
You happy to crush a penny for you? Step on up. Let's get her done.
That elk mount has a festive bow tie on for the holiday season. And here is the unique Big Texan shooting range. In the back of the Texas-sized gift shop, There is a rattlesnake in a box. There are wild rattlesnakes in this region, but they have a friendly pet snake here at the Big Texan. Well, it's probably not all too friendly if you got close to him. And here is the wonderful dining hall of the Big Texan. Totally decked out for Christmas, which is pretty awesome. There's Santa in front of a Christmas tree, which is of course topped by a cowboy hat. There's a bear in a Christmas wreath. The walls of this hall are lined with taxidermy. Many of the mounts are wearing Santa hats. I freaking love this place. Here's the table where people who take up the 72-ounce steak challenge sit to be gawked at. If you're interested in learning more about the Big Texan, I do have a full video dedicated to it that I made on a prior visit, so I'll link that in the description. My buzzer's going off, looks like my takeout order is ready. The takeout pickup is on the side of the building. Never been over here before. They have Christmas lights on the cacti. I guess that is what you do in the desert. And you can peek into the dining hall to see what you're missing out on when you take out. And here is my big bag of steak. Now I'm gonna head across the parking lot to my motel room. I did buy a jackalope head in the gift shop. And here is my Big Texan meal, a porterhouse steak. That right there is 24 ounces of delicious meat. The 72-ounce steak is 3 times larger than this. It also comes with lots of sides. Don't know how I'm supposed to eat all of this. But my goodness, that's a good steak. And yes, the Big Texan's food does entirely live up to the hype in my opinion. Their scrumptious steak never fails to enlighten. It's gonna be good. Yeah, this steak is really hard to cut with a plastic knife. So the plastic knife worked for a little while. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give up on that and eat it caveman style. Alright, I just consumed that cow's relative, and I am very overstuffed. So time to get some shut-eye here at the Big Texan. The sun is rising over the bitterly cold Texas Panhandle, and it's time for me to hit the road. Anyways, that was my beef Odyssey here in Amarillo, Texas. Clearly, the Big Texan and the Beef Burger Barrel are very different. The latter is a small, little known and little visited historic landmark with some seriously good burgers, and the Big Texan is, well, the Big Texan. It's really beyond description. My colon is stuffed, but I've had some of the best food ever here in Amarillo. I would highly recommend both locations when passing through or visiting Amarillo. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also take a look at my other videos on unique restaurants, roadside attractions, national parks, and much, much more, including my original video on the Big Texan. And thanks for watching.